Okay, Abusia be makwa aba strong so ediba Ghana politics avenue so Abusia yembora yensemu Ken Ofori Atta OSP SML scandal aba and rather yebe report say edimamo say GRA omo boss bako OSP order amaya arrest no Abusia sisi anom President Mahama a strike hard on Ken Ofori Atta and then Akuffo na sa lawyer o defend Ken Ofori Atta ne crime on pese obeba Ghana ase no abusia President Mahama a order say yenkonko arrest sa lawyer na o defend sa crime ponia Ken Ofori Atta edino na Ken Ofori Atta enka uti alista nsema okan ochese Ghana has lawyers no omoko law school na then na omoko kusua cause how can you defend this criminal cause criminal case bi ohwa eni kwan se otache but e wo mombre mu nso say case bia ebeba bia no eni kwan se omo ignore omo nsom na omo defend no sisi ano Ken Ofori Atta ne lawyer ye cheese ne out na yakwa arrest no momi yanko na yenkonko tie ensem bia Alistair Nelson ede etudwa unsubscribe ya subscribe like na share ma for front so ensa into me enkabi Ghana politics avenue so medamase
Smash you. He understands the transport system. What? Charlie, I salute you wherever you are. Look at the mixture of names. He understands the job, and they are putting measures to stop the nonsense at the power radio. Yes, Harun that power radio. I salute you, young man, wherever you are. I watched you on Captain Smash. Indeed, you took me out of my seat. Junior. Yeah. Chief Crusader. Yeah. On the corruption, the funny. German for Addo. I got the chance to go to Germany once I was at the University of Cape Coast. It was through the International Students Week in Ilminor. Area na East German side. Okay. Ilminor, the name of the town we went to. At the time, there's a university, a technical university. Danka. Look at the opportunity they gave to us. They gave us opportunity to come and express ourselves coming from the African continent and coming from Ghana, especially about the use of our forest products and other things. It was a solid conference way back. So they have opportunity. They open their doors for Ghanaians to come in. They have a language center too here in Ghana that gives opportunity to young people between 18 years and 23 years to learn the language and be able to go on to Germany to take up a trade in their technical studies. So if you go to Germany, machine but you have to go and then understand the language before you go there and go and train as a technical person too. And that they have a lot of exchanges too with our timber industry. That one goes a lot for those who work in the timber sector. They have the opportunity to travel to Germany too. Then there's this education scholarship that they give to people who are going to do their masters and other things, the DAD scholarship. I know a lot of young people who benefited today are in their matured state near the German president now are there. German beer. Now, Germany and so sin beer. It is easy to buy beer than to buy water. I'm saying president will be better able to explain. And I wish him well in his 3-day stay as he has come here. The doors are open. So everybody, now, she send your call Macron or and I will give me kind of I'm sure Macron will come to Africa and come to Ghana very soon. Mugabe, I couldn't have the say me tia me sumo ba kabi. SML deal me there. Me come a man who me tell how I'm from. Me if I say I'm happy. Look, what? Even with the cancellation price not enough. But JM has taken the right step. And I believe say JM me nice BB so he wants to accomplish something for this state. And I wish him well in all his endeavors. But look at how the SML deal started. It started as SMEL, smell. It started as SMEL, smell. They registered, they gave themselves business without going through PPA. When the alarm was raised, they decided to change the name SML. In Chadiane Bondada, it was smelly already. Look at the architects. Ken Ofori Atta. I don't want to glorify people. 2 former commissioners of customs. What? 2 former commissioners of customs were involved in this. And then 2 former commissioner generals were also involved in it. But then who you may he cry and say Mr. Die or who soon now after Reverend Aboni did so no or no about parliament. Now you be on the age. Kekenu went to Wanka but the bear 19 years. But changing the age, son or that sir and no do body. How did the SMA deal come about? Omo fuel sector no senior was in Akuffo. They said they had a problem in tax collection yadi and went to sit with Kenufurata. So senior was himself over the weekend. He gave himself up. But what he knew about this thing, but everybody had kept quiet. Senior Osi knew about this thing from his own Wankasa. Need some more car with TV. So just say he knew a lot about what was going on behind the scenes. But nobody told us. Nobody was interested to bring anybody to book or raise any red flag. Shekaya shares of mine. Is it fair to anybody? Do you know the alternative use of this money? Look, me, I'm not happy at all, and I will not be happy. That guy can afford it. What are you afraid of? I've told you, go and seize the wife. The wife is able to leave Ghana and go and see him and come back. Ochina, Uncle Bloom, or Betche, or Baby Anikuluwo. Then you hear his lawyer talking. Frank Davis, who guys this Robbie? Obeys Robbie, logic now, Uncle Shine. Your mathematics is weak. Your foundation is weak. That is why you talk the way you talk. Me part for a sicker and tissa. Now, yeah, you bet 30 minutes now defend you. Please, they should give us a break. You will not go to law school to come and defend people in such a manner. People are suffering the rural areas. They lack water. They lack social amenities. Unim Kenofurata Papa Joseph Furata. Go and check what he wrote against the man in August 1981. Yes, go and check rural living conditions in Ghana. Those statements, I'll bring the book here. I'll bring the parliamentary answer here. We must read that book for Kenofurata to understand the statement his father made against Liman. And as finance minister, he should have done better. Atch0c school school mikoe. E to de bia nipa bi e first school mu na ye bomb di so mu ya Akroma no a. E ya na me mopo e sa ya me ya. I'm telling you. Look at that brother outside. You are defending Mr. Owusu when St. George's asked him for his age. When you had brought him, who did not betray parliamentary accounts committee. You beside the age kekeno, you prevented the man from answering the question. Public accounts. Yes, public accounts committee. And then look at us, and Mr. Dan Reverend, we see we did 19 years. 19 years, yes. Sana Bebano. He couldn't even tell us the public his age. He's involved in this deal. Seize all of them their property. Go to their house and say, seize their property. Look, that lifestyle audit we are talking about, we must make it a reality. Yet to be for Banjuma and Shawon Sa. Now, person of defending, who better than you? You are living beyond your expenses. You say? Oh, that is why I'm saying that we must take him out. That's why I'm saying that we must get people to replace him. No. He's a friend. He's a friend. Mugabe. I'm saying that the Attorney General can do it. The Minister of Justice can do it. Better than Dr. Ayini. That's what I'm saying that they can do it. I'm saying that that's what I'm saying that the OSP. What are we waiting for? Mugabe, if the OSP is last seen in his job, the Attorney General must take up the job. That's what I'm saying that look, we can do it without the OSP. And the office that they created for him, Crying, is a partisan political office. It was created to come and disgrace our NDC people, and they didn't get us. That's what I'm saying. People are ready and willing to work and stay over and get us results. Investigation team, you don't move free CID headquarters. I do more call on Papa. No, where you move free one, I saw no more. By this time, he has a way to keep people out. I told you he's selective about his prosecution process. He will select some people and leave some people out. Mugabe, this thing we are talking about, I told you, high-ranking two former commissioners of customs, a lieutenant colonel and a lawyer. What are we talking about? And Mugabe, the deal had been running the past 11 months. We should investigate all those people who were facilitating that deal to go through. Because let's go and find out whether they were still paying the money to Kenofurata and paying the money to Amishada also and his people. What? Yeah, Akroma. Yeah, Pesikadia ya de Papano. Yeah, Pesikadia 6 secondary schools. Yeah, Pesikadia etu grassing yeah, Omuha. These are people who sit in Accra. They come from rural areas. Super Omunakosho. I'm telling you, they don't even have water. And this Addo used to say, my body claim to our home. We will not be born soon. I'm telling you. What? What you say? So, those people with me, I don't meet them in public. I can never if you don't know, Kebuzia call Legon. Or Kobiana no Kasai. There is a professor at the time was a student. He had to jump onto the stage and hold Buzia by his coat. Because I said, that's what we must do to them. When we see them in public, we must go face to face and ask them there. I'm saying the lifestyle audit must come. It must become a reality. And the Abayajuma Mao. But so now I divert it. I could critique company. Now who can sit in air conditioning offices and steal our money the way you did. Can I'm not afraid to say he's a thief. If he likes his dollars to come for me, I'm telling you. I don't need to prove it anywhere. I don't need to prove it anywhere. 42 billion. Mugabe, $42 billion of our money left the economy to go and bring in imports. The goods never came. We never found the money. The man is enjoying America. You see him with his wife. You go and go meet him. Yes, not bad Bonechi. Now I say Obana Sabana Mosheno. Oba Munchino. Munchino, the lawyer no Kasa already to storm the pen and arrest him. Arrest him. What? Audacity. No Kasa. Mokabi. Yana. Obecha no be say electricity company 4 questions. Look, I want to clear this scene. This electricity company, the managing director who is there, Michael Pepena, he's a decent man. I'm telling you, from the Compact Energy. He was brought in to come and help the electricity sector to resuscitate the mess you have created. Why didn't you bring Mahama, who caused the trouble, to the Public Accounts Committee? This thing must change. You don't bring an innocent man to come and answer for the sins of Mahama. What have they done? That you bring them to come and answer. You this, madam. You knew what your people, Jubik Mahama. You knew what they did. You're a finance minister. You're deputy finance minister. You saw all the nonsense they did. How they inflated, their budget, and they spent the money beyond the means without parliamentary and even board approval. And then you sit there and want to question the wrong people. What are you talking about, madam? Even who are you? Me say me watch about that school. Me yes, see someone say no buy SS1. I'm not saying sorry. Yes, young girl. Now who appointed Mugabe? Who made the Public Accounts Committee chairperson? I want to question this one.
Why penny force?
Oh yes. You the wig now who penny to say Grace Jones. Me so you wig now who say me penny to say Grace Jones. The office of this Robiada. I'm saying that man and you be there. If you get the opportunity to come and serve well.
What you feel? And your wig no share or no any
Grace Jones. Who can say that? Who pay you the wig now? If I continue to lay you wig no. Mugabe pa wo bi o se wi ga hu o ba twin na be sini mu maso no wo bi mu mapo hu ni tie esini tri so mo ma mi anya nda ba bi onu e MP representing Akuffo mo kasa mo to aba na mo ntwo ade I know this kind of brand what she represents who made the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. Public Accounts and Kwala dey go people who have been engaged in criminality. She's involved with Kenofoyata. I'm not afraid to say it. If she sends me to court, listen, I swear my father can tell her I won't go. They should return our money. They should return our money. We won't condone it. Mugabe.
And I said, what? No, a deputy.
Yes.
Akuffo do the regional court.
Yes.
And then you 60-40 a year attorney general.
Yes. One leg who can 60-40 and confront you. One leg 60-40 back or top, back or down. On the private.
What do you find 60-40 now?
Yo, we don't have the 70-30.
A year from attorney.
Yes.
So on to mean audacity.
Yes.
A prosecute a year
at 2
deputy finance minister.
Yes.
Age sector minister.
Yes.
Now they tell me way.
And you have given her power. What? You were arrested. By now she should be. Now this our parliamentary immunity. You better take it from there. I'm telling you, people are tired of the corruption that has gone on in the past 8 years. We want to see results of our
questions.
Yes. What to be that? So you see
me before no we are Ghana.
What to be that? Now it was ECG wants to increase. ECG wants to increase their tariffs, and that what authority? Hey, please, what should they do?
Shut up.
What to what? Now what should they do? Sure.
Last year or so, now Honorable Kwame Abuja, a question. Okay, I say Abuja ni on expecting so baby sanders.
Yes,
and then Lucas.
Mugabe, she did the same thing. St. George asked Abishada Owusu, the Ghana Revenue Authority, extended 90-year-old man who was Ghana Revenue beside the age of a Public Accounts Committee. Mami we sorry call St. George, and then the man didn't answer the question. Just age, keke. Age about Abishada Owusu. We see we did 90 years. We saw how the referee that took home. Now Nina sorry now preaching. Look, God should rain his anger on such people. Of course, all not so bad, we must strike them. And then you come and yes, Canada, Mr. Mabobra, Brabba, Brabba, Chrono Sikana.
Initial comments, nothing.
Yo, me that say.
More 10 minutes for initial
Comments. Me that say. Mamini Kainchia, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Kwame Mahama.
Wow, I like
Nyankopon Oye Kwame. His Excellency John Mahama so ye Kwame. Ti Ghana ye hope. Any ye Nyankopon at the moment, your friend Kwame Dramani Mahama. Mechia onene hokeni. Like I always say, gone are the days and come behind a successful man. As I say, they beside the president. There's a woman called Her Excellency Lodina Mahama Mechiano Ebie. Machiano Ebie Suna Mechia, Vice President, Professor, Her Excellency Professor Jainana Upuku Ajema. Yedana say, Okan statement to be was a rap no, and she's still holding the door for us to enter.
We are the breaking news.
My breaking news.
Also, OSP Ařřěst GRA acting head of Liga, Freeman Saba, for suspected corruption and obstruction of justice in GRA SML revenue assurance contracts. And that's just a idea where they are about and no.
And you didn't hear me. I'm fucking for your camera. No, I'm fucking for your camera. Simple.
Bring back
Kenufuriata. Hashtag
OSB the way
bring back Ofuriata. Where the so Ghana. Yeah, you're running the BI. Yeah, strategic diversionary tactics. Been you starting my 10 minutes now. Machia His Excellency Ebie, Machia ne Hokeni, Machia ye Vice President. Ma menchia ye National Executives. Na menchia regional executives NDC for ne Ghana for a show na etie enwumre. Mugabe, we are where said the German president of Ghana.
Fantastic.
And he didn't wait to me about it. I just saw German sausage.
Frank water steamer.
Was the be unumuka vat steam and the humble boys are first time vice who say what kind of UV. Na Mugabe said Nemeteha, I'm so proud of myself for being part and parcel of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government. President Nebaye and Oba or ne delegation Nebaye, a year businessmen, woman Germany, almost who say Ghana, a year, there's one moba, no more best set up businesses, ewa and a buy. No more nipa be 50, because I don't pay you share one more Ghana Investment Promotion Center and Sana. President Lanchon or ye was state Emma Womo presidency Homa Womo so ye coca any omu eton sa edidi na Mugabe se wo hwe kasa wo mu kana enne emne bie ni hwa se wo ma wanije na de ye ahonhoho ase wo ye Ghana ni chen enne dey na president no make start here free state lunch na ye ma wo mu enne no wo hwe ne remarks na. This is not the first time. I think this is the fourth time I was back Ghana. Now, President Neniji, I am so or yenya cry to Abetana Ghana. Neniji hapa. I heard say ne your man penini aiding and common any idea. Not just say a Neniji sem. Now the German president or any team buy a businessman or mobile no. Omun kasa yemune or more remarks munina confirm say. A year German a buying only German phone no. Omo papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi adani the face of Ghana economy no ani nti ama German for no per se omo di omo nyuma eba ebebiebie omo sika bebiebie ewo Ghana ahase nti omo kasa yemo no kire one looking at Ghana's economic stability at the moment no obi biara oye German businessman and I say CEO oba bia ukwesika bia trust so beba Ghana obebie bia tra Germany no omo nyina choose so omo beba Ghana and it's very evident and opay ni omo share investors are air by any omo share the omo can say number one they can predict and project omo businesses looking at considering Ghana as omo a next investment, and they are also going to use Ghana as a gateway to access the African markets. Mugabe na omo kasano na ye trade minister Obapa Lizzie enso etimu na oshe assurances are omo de ma Ghana because of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama good governance. Washa see nenyoma power year inflation. If we just December 2024 year term, now inflation was 23.4. And now as I'm speaking to you, it's 9. What I say? And the German phone na echo to this because Timia recorded single digit in less than 1 year. It's almost based on his excellencies, the experience, and Nyoma why exhibit so far. Now from where they sit, they can project Ghana the next 4 years under his excellency. Say this is the best time German companies should use Ghana as a hub to access other African markets. Me ameti as a CEO, Ameda agency, a export oriented agency, and nemuno I traders no. Eya ho amame because companies buy any be already or German companies under free zones. Companies buy any bin so any medi hon kita ho a just a warm ba no kwa warm free zones direct. Eddie ababe assess other African markets and other European markets.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso our political highway so SML scandal. There is much interesting moments ahead. Any update bia ye be drop bia no ye so ye de beto political highway so na mo so ma ho de eko ene de eba unsubscribe ya subscribe like and share ma afofron so ensa into me and kabi aha Ghana politics avenue so medamase.